Right. So this guy here. Okay, you're Anthony Farrell, the driving force behind this publishing house, Lilliput Press. Yeah, we just saw the sign above the door saying that this is an independent publisher. Why did you put it above the door and what does it mean for you?
Our nameplate, it means we've been in Dublin since 1989. We began in Westmeath, my home, in 1984 technically, 1985 really. We bear the name Lilliput, which relates to the great Jonathan Swift, who is our exemplar by way of perspective and writing style. A fiercely independent man of magnificent eloquence, and it also relates to the scale of our operation. It's small is beautiful, and we can control and make quick decisions about what we wish to publish.
Exactly.
Most of which relate to Irish history and literature.
Okay, so
brand Ireland.
I would understand independent also that you are not receivable for any kind of outside pressures.
This is true.
This is of course very important.
Not as yet.
Can you give some examples which you published of books which really underscore this independency?
Well, we published a famous book called The Growth Illusion in 1993 by Richard Douthwaite, which anticipated the environmental crisis coming to us, and it was before the Celtic Tiger roared, and before the great global economic geopolitical pressures were coming under, and this book made a distinct mark. We commissioned it through the Green Party, which I think had 7% of the vote then, and it was a proud moment. It made an international impact, and we sold editions to Germany and Canada and so forth.
Okay, very good.
This is slightly off base because it's not strictly literature, but it was something that we were able to follow our instincts. We publish good books that we like in all spheres, except children's.
Okay, so fiction and non-fiction.
Yeah, about 20% fiction to 80% non-fiction.
Okay, so can you mention some recent beautiful books from the past year that you really want to put into attention, to bring under the attention?
Well, we are producing an anniversary edition of The Ginger Man, whose 60th anniversary is on the 15th of July this year, by the great J.P. Dunleavy, who's now in his 90th year. Johnny Depp has written a foreword, and we have a lot of add-ons and enhancements from the manuscript and essays about the work. And this is our most exciting new venture. We're doing the following month in August, we're doing a sesquicentenary volume, 150th anniversary volume in honour of Yeats, with contributions by Helen Bender and Dennis Donahue and other great figures.
Okay, Andrew, now you're talking about the plans for the future.
Yes.
This is also very interesting,
Yeah.
but I was just asking some of the recent past, exactly.
Recent past, so-called discovery, Donald Ryan, he was a man rejected by upwards of 50 publishers and agents.
Wow, this is a good story.
And we picked him up, and we could make a quick decision based on our instincts. And he has now literally gone global, sold multiple foreign editions. We sold him to Doubleday. His book is called Spinning Heart. It's on.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, if you can show that. Yeah, exactly.
It's on the leading set next year, and it's a magnificent book. It sold well over 100,000 copies in paperback already in the past 18 months, and TV rights have been sold and so forth.
Okay, can you hold it up? Maybe that's very nice for. Yeah.
But this is the one book in 10 that actually makes money in publishing. The rule is you venture your small capital and you hope that you succeed with at least 1 in 10 because that can sustain your company.
It's a little bit like an investor, in the stock market. You win some shares and you lose.
Cultural investment. Yeah.
Exactly.
But we have over 500 titles.
Oh, you have 500 titles already. Yeah, this is what I wanted to ask.
In the last 30 years of our existence, and we have quite a deep base by way of and half 2/3 of this list are available as ebooks. So
Okay, do you know the 500 title by heart?
the which the 500? No, don't totally.
Okay, that's a good sign. That's a
I've
good
been
sign.
publishing too many to count.
And what's an example of a title which was really a bleeder in contrast to this big winner you're holding in your hands right now?
You mean a bleeder, one that we
Lost money on?
Well, we don't take bigger, do big advances, so we can move through. We set up the company to publish a great writer called Hewlett Butler, who's a Kilkenny essayist who was 85 when I first published it, and I published 5 books within his lifetime.
Okay.
No, correction, 3 books in his lifetime and 2 posthumously. He died aged 91. And he was a remarkable figure who has been published now in France and America and England. Another great author who we've so-called discovered or developed was John Moriarty, again, who sadly died in 2007, a philosopher mystic from Kerry. And I think over 13 years I published 8 of his books, and he became a
Okay.
friend.
How would you, maybe this is always interesting from your perspective,
We publish
describe
voices and authors.
Okay.
Books, yeah.
how would you describe the taste of the public as you have seen it developing as a publisher? Can you say anything about that? Is it only, do they still only want sex in the books, or is it more sophisticated? Is there more to say about this?
Well, we're now in a multimedia digitized world, and books are very diverse. They lend themselves to exploitation through sound and vision. So, but they are the sort of the core of cultural perception, I think, and importantly, they offer reflective space in a physical form, which I think is part of the enduring value in a fairly amnesiac world.
Okay, this is quite complicated stuff, but let's talk about James Joyce, because this is one of the famous Irish authors who is very dominant in this place.
James Joyce is the great modernist. Ulysses is the great novel of the 20th century and of all time, arguably. We were very proud to publish the first Dublin edition of this work in 1997.
Okay, Anthony, the last thing I would mention, or I would ask you, is how do you see the future of this kind of independent small publishing houses in the environment where mega publishers just like Aldi and Lidl in the grocery business are maybe taking over everything? What do you think about that?
I think we go on. It's what they now call a boutique operation. We are a bookmaker, essentially. We can produce beautiful objects, so as long as we link the form to the subject and the voice, and we're free to choose, we will produce something that the public will want to read and possess, hopefully.
Okay, now I hope this will succeed and that you will in the future publish a lot of adorable books. So I thank you very much for this interview and
thank you, Mika.
Wish you good business.
Okay.
Goed gezien.